Now let's move on to the last two types of businesses in the private sector. First, we have joint ventures. Joint ventures occur when two or more businesses agree to start a new project together, sharing capital, risks, and profits. It is similar to partnerships, just here, two existing companies partner up for a project. The advantages and disadvantages are similar to that of a partnership. Advantages include the sharing of cost, broader knowledge, and shared risks, while the negatives include the share of profits, risk of disagreements, and differences in cultures. And lastly, we have franchise. Franchise is a business based upon the use of the brand names, promotional logos, and training methods of an existing successful company. A franchise works from two ends. At one end is a franchisor who grants the license, while at the other hand we have the franchisee who holds the franchise. The franchisee pays a principal fee for taking the rights from the franchisor. Along with that, they also pay the franchisor a royalty in the form of a percentage of the profit. For instance, if you bring McDonald's to Bangladesh, McDonald's would be the franchisor while you would be the franchisee. And this marks the end of our lecture on the types of business organizations in the private sector. So far, we have learned about the businesses in the private sector. Now, let us take a look at the organizations in the public sector. There are mainly two types of businesses in the public sector: public corporations and other public sector organizations. Let us start off talking about public corporations. A public corporation is a business owned by the state or central government. In this form of organizations, it is common to see organizations which have been nationalized. But wait, what do we even mean by nationalized? Nationalized refers to the businesses once owned by private individuals but were purchased by the government. Examples could be a government purchasing the electricity providing services from a private company. Another thing that needs to be noted is that public corporations are owned by government, but they don't directly operate the business. They appoint board of directors who are essentially responsible for managing the business and achieving the objectives set by the government. Let us now look at the advantages of public corporations using the example we gave previously of an electricity providing company. First of all, an industry like electricity is crucial for a country. Government taking over these industries mean that these will be provided to the people while keeping the public's best interest in mind. The same can't be said about private individuals. Next, government usually nationalizes monopoly services and uses it for the betterment of the people. Moreover, they have the ability to succeed a failing private company as they have more resources to pull through the bad times. And finally, the fact that they are providing them as non-profitable services because governments are more focused on the welfare of the people instead of just profits. In contrast, there are a few drawbacks of public corporations as well, which are as follows. First of all, there aren't any private shareholders, so there is relatively low profit motive and comparatively low efficiency. Another problem is that there is no close competition, which leads to a lack of incentive to increase choices as well as a lack of incentive to reduce prices despite of providing them at a non-profit price. And lastly, political influence. The government might have ulterior motives like increased jobs right before elections to gain votes. This prevents them from operating like other profit-making businesses. After public corporations, we have other public sector enterprises. They are local government authorities operating certain trading activities like providing street markets, swimming pools, and playgrounds. And with this, we mark the end of chapter 4. Let us take a look at what we have learned today. We have learned the main forms of business organizations in the private sector, the advantages and disadvantages of each of these forms of business organization, how appropriate each of these forms are in different circumstances, and business organizations in the public sector. And that's all for now. Take care, and hopefully you will hear from me soon with another chapter. Thank you.